Hey there, good Monday morning, everybody. It's your buddy Chopping On coming at you with a DFS Army morning briefing. All sports covered for one low price. DFSArmy.com, your resource to better lineups. We're going to dive in on Monday, August 3rd. We're going to talk a little bit about the slate. Follow us out on Twitter at DFS Army. Ring the notification bell, like, and subscribe to the video as always. Let's walk through some of our locks and let's show you some of the content that we already have up at DFS Army for you to go through so that you can play multiple sports in the same day at the same time and still be competitive. You don't have to spend 6 hours researching slates anymore. We've done that for you at DFS Army. When I look at the NBA slate, I see that it locks at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time today, and I've got a lot of these contests up. So when I go to dfsarmy.com, click on the NBA tab, of course, I'm going to see our articles. Our full court press is a great preview piece of the slate. What are the key plays? Who should you be focused on? Which games are going to be the most productive? I will also dive in very quickly to our NBA research station, which whether you play FanDuel or DraftKings, click one, whichever one you prefer. You've got all of the statistics that you need at your fingertips. You've even got the and one rating system. You could quickly sort by descending order. You could filter things out and cut out all of the fluff if you wanted to. Let's show you that one really quick. Let's use a number filter. Let's go in here. Let's say greater than or better than 15. And now all of my 12s and 13s are going to disappear. And I'm only going to be left with the 15s and better. I sort by descending order. I bring all of the top rated players up to the top of the list, and now I can go position by position in a flash and see only the players that are relevant to me for today's slate. Point guard, Westbrook, Morant, Walker, Rubio, Fox, whatever. Now you might find some other plays out there that you like, but this is a quick way to trim the fat off of the slate and focus only on the best of the best. You might go into our Domination Station Optimizer, or you might save even more time going into our NBA cheat sheets. These cheat sheets leverage time like nobody's ever seen before. You end up with star ratings and confidence ratings. You end up with a player pool recommendation of GPP, cash only, or any format, all. We've got core plays in there that we highlight blue, and we've got detailed notes per player for every single player our coaches deem worthy of your rosters today. Some have more leverage than others. Some are a little higher risk than others. That's up to you to determine as you build the lineups for your style. But we again have trimmed the fat for you, and we've made it easier for you to play these games. I'll load up the MLB stuff, but let's take a look at the MLB locks. And we see 8 games tonight, 7:05 start time. We've got an early showdown. We've got an earlier slate of 2 games, 4 games, 2 games, a late showdown, etc. There is a lot to talk about in MLB today, whether you're stacking lineups going for power and home runs, or maybe you're playing cash games and you're looking to pay up at pitcher and get a little bit more consistency across the bottom of your lineup with high on-base percentage guys. The easiest way to do that at DFS Army is obviously to start with the full count breakdown. This is another slate breakdown that shows you which players to key on, which games should be the best to target as you quickly read through and cut down your research time. You might then dive in to our MLB research station, and you're going to take a look again at the pitchers and the hitters. The thing that I like to do personally is the fastest way to use this tool. I slide over on the batting matchups tab to the chop shop, and I take the W score players and I sort them by highest to lowest. Once this tool fully loads, I can sort by descending order. W score is simply a player hitting for a high WOBA going up against a pitcher that gives up a high WOBA. That is a green light on a green light situation for a hitter to be in a great matchup. I can come back over here and I can start matching guys up. Nelson Cruz, Mitch Garver, Miguel Sano. Looks like Minnesota's in a good spot today. Looks like the Colorado Rockies are in a good spot today. Those are automatically 2 teams that I would consider stacking. But to find the other stacks in this lineup, I kick over to the starting pitching tab. I go back over to the chop shop, and now I sort the W score by ascending order because I want to bring the bad guys down to the bottom of the list, and I want to look at who gives up a ton of WOBA against as a pitcher, meaning he struggles to get people out, and who's facing a team that puts up a lot of WOBA itself, meaning a team that hits the ball really well. And I find these 4 guys down here at the bottom. I find that they have a pretty high home run per 9. That's suggesting they don't keep the ball in the ballpark very well with these red and pink numbers. and I might scroll all the way over here and key on those bottom 4 guys. Derek Holland, Jake Arrieta, Johnny Cueto, and Justice Sheffield as the stack against partners. Minnesota, New York, Colorado again, and Oakland. Minnesota and Colorado down here again. No coincidence. They're obviously in a good spot. Add Oakland, add New York Yankees in there, and you've probably got yourself 4 good teams to key on that are in solid spots tonight. Now, it's up to you to determine whether or not you feel that they are chalky, highly owned, or if you want to get away and grab some leverage somewhere else. Say you want to target the home run ball and you want to pick on Chichi Gonzalez. You slide back over here, you take a look, and maybe a contrarian play is the San Francisco Giants. More contrarian than Colorado anyway, if that makes sense. This is how you use your brain to think through these slates. We have other tricks for finding pitchers. We'll talk about those another time. But that would be how you would get into MLB. You might even take a look at our starting lineups page. As lineups populate, as lineups come into the fold, what we end up looking at is who's hitting near the top of the order. They get more at-bats, which are more opportunities to score points. We also look at things like the Carnage Rating when that populates in. The Carnage Rating is proprietary to DFS Army. It is a one-stop metric that shows you which pitcher could get blown up today. You want to target players with high carnages with the opposing bats. If Cleveland came out with a high Carnage Rating on their pitcher, you would be targeting Cincinnati bats. We use statistics like OPS, on base plus slug, WOBA, ISO, wins, plus runs created plus, whatever the correct terminology is. 100 is an average metric. Anybody over 100 is creating a lot of runs for their team. 156 is off the charts. That's why Carlos Santana is green. You're going to look at DFSA grades, another proprietary metric. Higher the better will turn these guys green. This is the type of stuff that you can quickly pick at your favorite tool and assess the slate. I would encourage you to then run back out to our coaches and our gurus in our Slack chat forums and start asking them questions about what they see and what they like and what tools are their favorites and how to efficiently parse through all of this data, because we have so much data coming at you in a short period of time that it takes a while to sort through it unless you do the quickest and the safest and most efficient method, which is go back to our cheat sheets and see what the coaches are recommending. We should see some Colorado. We should see some Minnesota recommended on here. You're not obviously going to see, well, this is a showdown cheat sheet. Let's get over to the main for DraftKings. You're going to see pitchers. You're going to see other players populate as the day goes on. FanDuel is going to come up the same. You've got, boy, are these even yesterday? These might be yesterday's players. If they're not, you can see the Colorado, Chicago White Sox. I would expect to see a lot of Colorado and a lot of Minnesota on today's sheet. So we're going to come back. These update in real time. So as our coaches start filling them in, you can come back throughout the day and see what's changed and see what's been added. Obviously, this particular slate for this cheat sheet, Jacob deGrom, was a core play. That's how that works. We highlight them in blue, and we show you very, very quickly who we're targeting the most exposure on for our teams. We run out to the optimizer. We throw in our lineups. We build competitive lineups. We have strategies to mix and match those lineups as well on our tools and tutorials page. These are a lot of times free. Learn how to set up the optimizer. Learn how to make it work for you. It's very, very simple. We've taken all of the work out for you guys and made it as easy as humanly possible to crush on the leaderboards. And when you're done with that, you go to our wall of wins if you need a little bit of view on the track record, and you see that we've got $1 million winner, $125,000 winner, $150,000, $250,000. We've got over 22 members that have won $100,000 or more with us as members. Every single one of them broken down by date. You can go back through page after page after page of our track record and see that we're not screwing around. 5 pages isn't even half of what we've got for you to go through and look through. Let's talk a little bit of NHL really quickly, and then let's kick on out of here. The NHL slate kicks off pretty early during the days as well. We've got a golf preview for this Thursday's PGA Championship, but 1:30, so 2:30 Eastern time. That's when we're going to start our hockey slates, so get your lineups in and get them ready. You can do all 3 of these sports, hockey, baseball, and NBA in the same day by putting these tools to work for you. Another preview piece that's going to go through which players should you key on, how are you going to pull this off, how are you going to put all these lineups together at once, and of course, research station for all the statistics. Once that guy loads up, the very front page of this research station shows you at a glance goals for, goals against, shots for, shots against, power play, penalty kill percentages, over, unders, odds to win the game, etc. Goes down through the lines, the scoring lines. You're looking for line mates that skate together. Stack them together and correlate those points, just like baseball. You want those points correlated because hockey and baseball are very, very highly correlated sports with teammates. They help each other score in bunches. Nail that offense that scores 5 or 6 goals tonight. Hit the right line of the scoring, and you've probably got yourself a winning lineup. It is that simple. NHL cheat sheets do the same thing. So you see a pattern here. Check the research station, pick out the easy stats, move to the cheat sheets, verify the plays that our coaches are on, read some of the detailed notes, see some of the basic statistics, take them to the optimizer, punch in a whole bunch of lineups, put little boosts of players on your favorite plays, mix them up in the lineup optimizer, build 150 lineups in 5 minutes. You can do this with 10 minutes of research. Glance at the cheat sheets, start building lineups, throw them out in your contests, and be ready to rock and roll. We have teammates winning $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 every day. Occasionally, we do pop bigger scores for $100,000 or more. We've got over $2.2 million in community winnings this year, and that's with the coronavirus shutdown. We are the real deal. We teach you how to play. We do it efficiently, we do it quickly, and we help you diversify your bankroll so that you're not all of your eggs in the NBA basket or all of your eggs in the baseball basket. Spread out, play different sports, use our coaches to do the heavy lifting for you, take their thoughts and their game plans and implement them yourself with a little mix of your own stuff, and you probably find yourself on top of the leaderboards before too long. Try us for free. I'll throw the link in the video down there at the bottom. DFSArmy.com, coupon code DFSArmy will trigger a 20% off discount of the VIP package, but I'll throw the free link in there for 30-day trial if you qualify for some of the offers that we have posted on our site. I hope to see you inside. I hope to see you winning Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with PGA and all the way through all week long. And I hope to see you bragging about it because we're very proud of what we do. We're very proud of the people that we help and the people that we coach, and we'd like to have you on our team. Take care, guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow.